I grew up in the 2000s, and sometime in the early 2000s, my family got Foxtel. Foxtel is like the Australian equivalent of cable TV, and I got my grubby little fingers on Cartoon Network, and I loved Cartoon Network. Codename Kids Next Door, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, the Powerpuff Girls. No, the good Powerpuff Girls, thank you. Ed and Eddie, Samurai Jack, What's New Scooby-Doo, Teen Titans. No! The good one. Thank you. And don't get me wrong, I love shows like Adventure Time, Steven Universe, and Gumball, but there was something missing from later eras that we never really saw again. The bumpers. Welcome to Cartoon City. A series of bumpers from Cartoon Network launched June 2004 or 16th of August 2005 in Australia. These bumpers ushered in a new time with Cartoon Network and bookend every ad break along with telling the audience what shows were coming up next. I was and still am obsessed with these bumpers. They brought together all the different cartoons aired on the network and had them all living in the same city, similar to their last era, which had them all working in the same office. But just look at these. They're phenomenally well done. The environments are all 3D, but each character is still 2D and in their own art styles. However, the lighting and the sound work ties it all together so well that the two styles blend seamlessly. And all this beautiful artistry just to show the daily lives of these cartoons that we watch. Like the Eds hanging out in the cul-de-sac, or the Powerpuff Girls playing hide and seek, or Samurai Jack and Johnny Bravo getting their laundry done. That one launched 1,000 ships, by the way, if you catch my drift. I think my favourite has to be Fred from Scooby-Doo pulling up to Coop and Jamie from Megas XLR and challenging them to a street race. I just love the animation on that one, along with the fact that it's the Mystery Machine against a robot. The teams Primal Screen, Animal Logic, and Trifolio Studio were the European branches, and Hookup Animation for the Latin American branches went all out on these. And honestly, just the existence of these bumpers made me want to watch Cartoon Network more. I remember we got a lot of the K&D ones in rotation, and the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends ones, along with just the main city ones. I especially remember the one with the professor getting locked out of his car. I always thought the professor could absolutely crush Dexter for being a little there too. They also themed bumpers. There were ones for Easter, summer vacation, Christmas, and my personal favourite in this category was Halloween, along with the special openings for cartoon cinema whenever they showed movies on the channel. Along with their own music videos that had bands like They Might Be Giants and singers like Garrett Freewright? I might have said that wrong. And will.i.am, who did a sick track for Dexter's Lab. I got a secret. Formula is just a little bit of heart and a little bit of heart. Then, sadly, in 2008 in Australia, they were just gone. The end of an era. No more Cartoon City. Now we had the lazy and annoying Yes and Nudes era. In my opinion, were the most uncreative and lazy eras Cartoon Network ever had. And then with the rise of streaming, there was no need for bumpers because there were no ads. Well, I mean, at the time, now capitalism has us all in its greedy little mitts. But that was the end to one of the best and most unexpectedly fantastic eras of the network. And if you couldn't tell, or had never seen them until now, when I decided I really wanted to do something with my YouTube channel and make a store to sell my art and stuff I've always liked from shows and video games, I started making bumpers inspired by Cartoon City. And I'm willing to bet everyone who was a Cartoon Network kid in the 2000s misses the channel and this caliber of passion and whimsy put into it. Just like I do, especially now as the cartoons that once had a whole city to themselves are becoming harder and harder to find. I miss being a kid.